We've got a true Premier League highlight to look forward to this weekend as Liverpool host United. We're going to take a look at 7 historical hardmen and shameless partisans who have made this fixture what it is. First up, a pretty ugly one. Not just an ugly bloke, but one with an ugly record of ugly incidents. Luis Suarez always maintained there was a misunderstood cultural context to his comments to Patrice Evra during a clash in October 2011. But for the rest of us, using the word negro is a pretty open and shut racist case. Suarez copped an 8-game suspension and a hefty fine as a result, and Liverpool, then under Kenny Dalglish, didn't really cover themselves in glory with the way that they backed the Uruguayan forward. This matter didn't go away quickly either, with Suarez playing the victim and refusing to shake Evra's hand when the two teams played again a few months later. Still, 90 minutes after that, Patrice had the last laugh when he went to celebrate right in front of his adversary. Evra says Suarez has never apologised, while Suarez has always maintained his use of the word negro was not racist. There's one strange final footnote here. A United legend recently talked up the idea of Suarez moving to Old Trafford, describing the Uruguayan as a United player. Who could that be? That is Mr. Gary Neville. Is a red, he hates Scousers. If there's anyone who embodies the animosity that defines this fixture, it's Neville. Now don't take our words for it, take his. From the library of quotes that capture his pink-in-the-face hatred for Liverpool, this one stands tall. "I can't stand Liverpool," he said. "I can't stand the people, I can't stand anything to do with them." Say what you mean, eh, Gary? But if actions speak louder than words for you, then you only had to witness Neville's reaction to Rio Ferdinand's last-minute winner against Liverpool in 2006. Rather than celebrating with his teammates, Neville instead charged to the away end to show his Merseyside guests exactly which badge was on his chest. He was handed a fine for his antics, but remained remorseless, moaning that the Liverpool fans had been provoking and abusing him all game. Jamie Carragher said later that Neville had crossed the line that day, but Gary wouldn't have cared then and he won't care now. So what about Carragher then? He and Neville were often after each other, mouthing off and going toe-to-toe on several occasions when their teams met. As pundits on the same channel, they're still getting at each other's throats now, but let's be honest, their clashes on the pitch were a lot more fun to watch than their snidey little Twitter wars. Carragher also got under the skin of a few other United players, quite literally. Nani is one Carragher horror show that stands out, with the Liverpool defender getting away with only a yellow after slicing up the then Manchester United forward's leg in 2011. Our next man made his mark on this fixture both with the magnificent and the maleficent. Come on down, Stevie G. Gerrard broke many a United heart with his goals for Liverpool over the years, just ask Fabien Barthez in 2001, but he also came close to breaking a few bones. 2 incidents stand out in particular. One, the stamp on Ander Herrera that earned him a red card just 38 seconds after he'd come on in March 2015. Gerrard later said in his book that he couldn't stop himself and that he felt his studs sink into Herrera's flesh. If Brendan Rodgers wanted Gerrard to make his mark on this match, he certainly got what he was after. Number 2, the lunge on Michael "What Did He Ever Do to Anyone" Carrick in 2011. This time after 31 minutes. Same result. The fact that Gerrard was sent off twice against United shows that even for an old hand like him, keeping a cool head in this fixture was occasionally impossible. Next up, Wayne Rooney, whose tackle on Gerrard in 2005 was both clean as a whistle and a rock-solid crowd pleaser. Unforgettable for United fans and perfectly pitched to sum up the emotions in this clash. Liverpool fans had more reasons than that to hate Rooney, of course, given his move from Merseyside rivals Everton and the fact that he scored at Anfield in his first appearance in a United shirt. As he celebrated in front of the Kop that day, Rooney just managed to avoid getting clocked with a mobile phone that was launched out of the crowd. But the experience obviously spooked him. He didn't score at Anfield for another 11 years. Not that the Liverpool fans cared. He was and always will be a villain in the eyes of the cop. Michael Owen made himself instantly infamous when this former Merseyside legend landed in Manchester. With a goal for Liverpool in the League Cup final in 2003, Owen did United damage in a Liverpool shirt. Plus there's the fact that he was never really up to much by the time he got to Old Trafford, and the fact that he's been whining recently about how Liverpool was the only team he ever wanted to play for. So he's no one's favourite at United. And for a Scouser, there's no going back on a player who played for the Devil. Owen is everyone's enemy. Lastly, but not leastly, the man who helped stir the pot more than most, Sir Alex. Like Mr. Gary Neville, Ferguson's feelings can be summed up in a few of his own short words. My greatest challenge was knocking Liverpool right off their f***ing perch, Ferguson once said, and you can print that. Ferguson's hate affair with the Scousers has a rich history. After the 1996 FA Cup final, one Liverpool fan swung a packed lunch at Ferguson as the United side walked the steps at Wembley to collect the trophy. Fergie was also then involved 15 years later in the Suarez case, describing the Uruguayan as a disgrace for his conduct and suggesting he should never play for Liverpool again. Our man Gary Neville believes Ferguson saved his most infamous hairdryer treatment for the matches against Liverpool and would refuse to talk to anyone in the wake of any United defeat at Anfield. There we go then. Did we miss anyone? Who do you think stands out in this list? And do you think there's anybody playing today for either side who can get anywhere close to filling a pair of these sizable shoes? If you do, let us know and we'll see you next time.